The game didn't want a hua. Which is sad. Let's do our sick one. Also, my dog has food. You might be able to hear him munching. There's him munching. So, the ping that I had received, for those of you interested, the ping that I had received was to a video. And in the video, it was like a woman coughing up sand. And it simply was captioned when dyslexic people order dessert or desert instead of dessert by accident. Like, gosh dang it. I think. Like, yeah, I'm dyslexic. I make so many mistakes because of it. But fun fact, the difference between desert and dessert is actually one that I know very well. Dessert has two S's. It always has two S's. It's the bigger word. Dessert is the bigger word, and desert is not. I also always know how to spell because. And that is simply because of the song. Did anyone else grow up with the Because song? Anyone know what I'm talking about? Soul is very eepy, it seems. Is. Just is. That is very telling for how eepy Soul is. Got it. Oh, you don't think you've ever heard the Because song? I learned it when I was very young in school, elementary school. I think it was... Was it second grade? Anyways, the song goes... Hold on. Let me wait till a loading screen to actually sing it so I don't have to focus too much. Because we're almost at a loading screen. Which is a great thing, or at least a somewhat great thing about consoles. The faster, longer loading screens, which gives me more time to compile myself and my thoughts and stuff. But the song is like goes B-E-C-A-U-S-E because B-E-C-A-U-S-E because. So anytime I ever spell because, that song plays in my head, so I know how to spell because. And it gets to the point where when I am typing or writing something out and use the word because, I don't think because as I write it out. I think each individual letter to the tune of that song. I tried to flame. Yeah, fun fact. You've definitely never heard that song. Wow. Yeah, I learned it in like, I want to say first or second grade. It definitely was not kindergarten. Kindergarten was the one time when I passed out in class. I went my entire high school career without passing out, and I absolutely passed out in kindergarten. And I remember what exactly I passed out on. It was during the alphabet lesson. We were on the letter O. I passed out, don't know how much time went by. Woke back up, finished the assignment somehow before everyone else. Went to go play with the toys that they have that you get to play with whenever you finish your stuff. Then I found because we had, oh, what is it, rhombus? Is rhombus the diamond-shaped quadrilateral again? I think it is. It was a bunch of shapes, like a bunch of, I want to say bricks, but it was just a bunch of random polygons and shapes they could play with. And I remember finding one where one of the rhombuses was much larger than it should have been, especially compared to the others. And then I never found that rhombus ever again. I even removed each and every single one ever since that day, systematically. Never found the giant rhombus again. So I don't know if it actually existed or not. But I like to think that somewhere out there is a giant rhombus that has gone missing. A giant rhombus that went missing years ago. Still yearning to be rejoined with its friends. I mean, there's a good chance that someone would have taken it. Because this was kindergarten. I vaguely remember some of the people from my kindergarten. I'm pretty sure some of them were just tiny kleptos at that age. I also remember the stoplight system. Who here went to a kindergarten with the stoplight system? No memories of kindergarten. Get out of the way, pig! That is... Really, no memories of kindergarten. Oh. But, for those who don't know what the stoplight system is, every day you start on green. For us, we had cards. We each had like our own little sleeve on the wall with a little card put in the sleeve, and the sleeve was transparent so you could see what card you had active. If you did something bad, if you misbehaved, if you just, did something bad, it would go from green to yellow. Then if you did something bad, again, it would go from yellow to red. It was the stoplight system. Where I went to school in kindergarten, if you ended the day with a green or a yellow, you got a piece of candy. You didn't if you ended the day with a red. And I remember, I was the only kid who did not get at least one red throughout their entire kindergarten career. And I also remember that there was one kid who only got red. Honestly, I don't think she had a good home life. I think that might have been a big cause of some of the problems. I mean, that's how it is for kids who misbehave at that age. They tend to not have great home lives. I'm gonna grab at least one sparks. Just because these are some pretty valuable gems, honestly. And with sparks I can grab them. Partially because it is a trek to get back over here. And I don't want to die. I'd rather have that insurance and not need it than need it and not have it. You know what I mean? But it is also for the gem collecting. But yeah, that was my kindergarten experience, and that was all the way back in Idaho. That was back when we lived in Idaho. That was the desert that I used to live in. That's also, I remember at a point we went on a 2-hour drive to go fishing. To catch something called a rainbow trout, and I was so fascinated at the idea of a rainbow fish. And kind of disappointed when it's only rainbow because the light shining off of it, or reflecting off of it, gives it a rainbow hue, rather than all the scales on the fish being a different color, making it look rainbow. I'm gonna go to sleep. Alright, good night, so hope you get plenty of rest. But yeah. I did not enjoy fishing. I'm not really much of a fishing kind of person. I've been fishing, I have not enjoyed fishing. Especially a small, undiagnosed ADHD child. Ow. I somehow glided much further than I usually do. But yeah, I wouldn't mind fishing nowadays if I was allowed to talk. Because that was a big thing that I kept getting in trouble with when I went fishing. Was not being able to talk. And it's like, please let me talk. Because I'm just going to be standing around not moving, not doing anything. I guess that's fine. As long as you let me talk. I mean, I also prefer to be sitting down rather than standing. I prefer to be walking. I don't like standing still. I like walking. How'd I miss? How'd I miss again? It's fine. I can recover. But yeah. Little fun fact about Trinity. I prefer walking to sitting, and I definitely prefer sitting to standing. And it's not a I have an ADHD thing. It's more of if I just stand still, it starts to hurt my feet. But if I'm walking, it doesn't. I also prefer laying down. But just because sitting isn't fun for me, I don't understand how some people can sit for hours on end without doing anything about it, without getting up at least once or twice to just walk. The only reason why I can do it now is because this is the end of the day. Otherwise, I'd not really be able to. Like, I sit down for editing. And that's about it. Sit down for editing, I sit down for streaming. I'll sit down on my computer, hang out with my friends, but that's also because I'm doing more than just sitting. I'm sitting and talking with people and having a conversation. Look. Why am I going that way? I need to go this way.
Stop! I'm getting...
Ow. Wall. But I do like talking. I like having a conversation. And there was a point in my time, especially in some of my earlier streaming career moments, where I
Thanks again.
kind of, like, it started before my streaming career, fun fact.
Follow Bobby and Pete up there using your...
But it did start, or did continue into a lot of my current streaming career stuff. But there was a point in time when I just didn't talk as much. I don't even need that. You know why? I'm gonna have to save quit for Buzz anyway. Move out of the way! What do you mean? Whee!
If you ever forget how to control a character or vehicle, just go to the pop.
There you go.
Thanks.
There we go. Yeah, there was that point in time when I just kind of, I want to say lost my voice, even though that means a different expression, but it is very fitting here. I lost my voice. And it was through years of being called annoying as a child and just years of nobody wanting to talk to me.
Let's head...
So I'm glad to have it now. My rock. I need to find a rock scientist to tell me if this is an agate or not. I think it might be an agate. It's a strong contender for what type of rock this is.
When I heard...
Boom, ba-da, boom.
When I heard...
I like how Buzz laughs at me. It's like, dude, I'm a speedrunner. I'm damage boosting. Does it count as damage boosting? I'm not really taking damage to boost myself up. I'm more or less just taking damage to do something faster. Damage speeding? Tactical damage. That's the best way to put it. It's tactical damage.
Okay,
There's Dave.
Hey, Spot.
Well, and like it's tactical damage of some kind. What would it be classified as? It's not a damage boost. This is gonna eat me up now. What is it? Okay, well, you got absolutely beamed. Good heckin' bye. Goodbye, person on a jackhammer. Fun fact, usually if I only hit one of them, it's usually the second one, not that one. I don't even know what happened. Oh well. Nailed it. Ah, lose the control slightly. Talk to the man.
I'm almost ready to reveal my latest piece of real-time ornament.
Alright. Skateboarding.
Isn't this? Let's talk. Okay.
You know what I'm really interested in, chat?
Hey.
The physics behind skateboarding. Forgot to turn there for a minute. But I'm really interested behind the physics behind skateboarding because it blows my mind.
Oh.
How they can do, like, just standing on the board. Jump up. Cause the board to jump with them. While also so many under them. Spin around and land back down. I find that so interesting, and I don't know the physics behind it, or how it even works as a trick.
I think.
And people say like, oh, that's one of the simplest tricks.
I can't.
And I believe them on that it's a simple trick. But it's probably got some very interesting physics behind it that nobody really thinks about. Like, how are you putting... Hello, Shadow Dragon X. Thank you for the raid. I'll give you a shout out here soon. I think all my mods went to sleep. Yeah, I think they're all sleeping. I'll give you a shout out. But yeah, we're talking about the physics behind skateboarding because it's something I'm interested in but don't know. Like, you're standing on a board and you jump. You know, equal to opposite reaction and all that. The board should go down, but somehow the board jumps up with you. How does that work? There we go. How was your stream? What were you playing? Did you have fun? That last one is the most important one. But does somebody understand what I'm saying? There should be an equal to opposite reaction. In this case, an opposite reaction. You jump on the board, the same amount of pressure that you push to jump should be pushing the board down. But somehow the board goes up. How does it do that? Like, I'm not calling witchcraft. I know it's working, so I know it's physics. I want to know why and how physics. In good fashion, Ratchet and Clank in the Nexus. Ooh. I never actually played Ratchet and Clank. No! I messed it up. Sad times, sad hours. Sad Trinos. I hovered too early there. I know that was my mistake. There we go. You pick up Meanard. No, okay. Stairs are my enemy. Stairs are the enemy of all dragons. Control the Ratchet and Clank series, it's really good, but does it feel like there should be way more of it? Oh yeah, one of those games where you just want more content from it. I know what those are like. Wait, why am I guidebooking this way? I don't know. It's whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, what are the physics behind skateboarding? For a Ratchet and Clank game that feels like it's just getting started. Really? What? Only 4 hours? Dang. The only way how I could beat a game in 4 hours is if I was speedrunning. Like, this is the only way. And even then I beat in like an hour and a half, you know. No, not this. Wrong one. Wrong time I needed to run backwards. ADHD is really kicking my butt lately. I made too steep of a turn. Is that short particularly the fully fledged ones?
Mike.
Here we go.
I have to try.
Why does the camera do that? Grab onto the weight. Ugh. I do not like how Sergeant Bird controls. Sergeant Bird used to be my favorite companion. And then this game came out and made the controls just feel much wonkier. Please target the one I need you to hit. Thank you. And then I started speedrunning and the wonky controls start messing me up. So it's like, yeah, no, I don't like him now. You know? Okay, now we can do Spooky Swamp. Yeah, we can do Spooky Swamp. Alligator. Okay, don't flame. Okay, don't hover. Love it when my inputs get consumed.
You
Just spooky swamp stuff, you know? Huh. $221? Let's see. I want to say I get like... I want to say about 20 before going into Bamboo Terrace, just because those are right there. Something like 20. Mainly because of that 10. And this 5. Yeah, that was actually 17. I mean, it's still. 17 is 20 adjacent, let's be honest. No, it was 18. Where did I get an extra 1 from? Whatever. There's like... What was it again? 25 right in front of Country Speedway that I tend to grab. Like right as you're entering Country Speedway, they're just right there. Kind of have to go off path to avoid them, so you know. How much do I get in Bamboo Terrace? I want to say it's something like 40, 50? I grabbed an extra 2. Not on purpose, but hey. Messed up the spooky swamp jump, but I got the bamboo terrace jump.
Oh!
There's Tom. And Pee-wee. Okay. That was like 40, I think, around that number. 55, and there's just whopping 400 from Olive Country Speedway. Like, that is all the gems in the speedways. It's just in the time trial thing. Oh, it's 20. Well, I mean, I picked up 27 because I picked up, I guess, a 2 there. So it is 25. He's gonna put me at 700. I'm doing good gem count wise because I'm gonna leave here with 700. It's gonna put me in a good spot. Usually I leave here in like the high 600s. That's usually where I go into Evening Lake with. Nothing wrong with the being in 700 or early 700 zone. It's a comfortable position actually. And I just did an amazing country speedway as well. Holy heck. The only way it could have gotten faster is if it got the first plane. That is the only way. Let's go. $700. I know that there's a few gems on the way to this egg, but like they're usually just 2s and 1s, and I don't need them, so I don't really grab them unless I get too close. Will I be getting too close? I have no idea. Well, I grabbed those 3. Or is it those 2? Their value is 3, but it is only 2 gems. Very curious. Wrong way. Whoopsies. Ah, well. Let's go to Spike. Hopefully Spike will be easy today. You're a jerk. Take a shot. There was no way I was gonna be able to hit that into you within time. You're gonna want to run to the center. Yep. You're you're too far away from the center to do anything about that. You gotta run towards it. Drop it. Buddy, I can hear you scratching your face. Really? Ah, whatever. Now! I'll knock you back. You'll run back to the center. And we can trade.
Listen to me.
And now we run. Aw, hello buddy, what you doing? My dog is resting his head on a pillow.
Welcome.
It's a pillow that's at the end of my bed that I use for working out. You could ask several questions, but I don't think I could give you a definitive answer that would make sense.
Some beer.
You all could ask several questions as to why I have a pillow at the end of my bed for working out. I don't know if I'd be able to say anything that's comprehensible to any of you. There's Jasper.
Thanks for...
64 gems from my frozen altars. I almost said icy peak. Look, there's 2 ice levels in this game. There's 2 ice levels in this game, okay? That is probably the best way for me to remember the levels. Isn't by name, it's by what they are. You know, these ones are ice levels. They're Icy Peak and Frozen Altar, and I get them mixed up constantly. And I know their layout. It's just the names that messes me up. Oh. No, go away, ninjas. Hey, an extra life. Have a good night. Alright, good night, Shadow Dragon X. Get plenty of rest. Look on my peepees. I shall. I shall have good luck on my peanut butters. I have not had peanut butter in a long time.
I think
You threw that out very fast. Yo. Thank you, Shadow Dragon X, for the gifted sub. Yo. Why am I getting stuck? And it was Song of Storms. Yo. I haven't heard from them in a long time, actually. But, you know what? Congratulations to them. Congratulations to them for getting the gifted sub, I guess. I've not talked to them in a while. I used to play D&D with them. Hope they're doing okay. Hope they're enjoying their life. Anyways. Yeah, I actually used to play D&D with them and they were really cool. They were one of the more cool people and they didn't RP as much, sadly. So I didn't really know too much about their character. I believe that technically, if they want to come back to that campaign, they can. I think that that's the case.
Spyro, we...
Yeah, they were pretty cool. The character was cool. I forget what class they were. I know that they were a Warforge. And I think they were like a neutral alignment. I want to say Rogue. It was definitely a Martial class. Oh no, wait, was it Ranger? Was it a Warforged Ranger? It might have been. It might be either Ranger or Rogue. All I know is they didn't talk and they spoke in sign language, canonically. And they like to hide in a cupboard. If they came back, we'd have to catch them up because they missed a lot.
I just bought.
Bonk. Please move. Their character was based like absolute gremlin energy. And the only reason why they're doing good is because the party is good. Otherwise, they'd just kind of be doing whatever they wanted. I mean, they still kind of did whatever they wanted. They were just with the party and did listen to the party still. Just because, like, it'd be rude to go against the party. No, you don't. Okay, we're talking to this fairy. Why are my feet in the ground?
I just...
Fairy got stuck. Oh, hey, Storm. How you been? Benoit, yeah, you get to the sub. Great to hear from you again. I've been good, that's good. Also, TD, that's a blast from the past. I mean, I still go by TD Night Gaming on a few socials. Most I go by Trinity now, 'cause that's my name. I chose it for myself. And I like it. And I mean, I still go by TD on a few socials, and some people do still call me TD, so that's fine. Thank you. It is great to hear from you again. It's great to see that you're still around. And great to hear that you've been good.
You be careful.
I think that there's few people who remember that when I was TD Night Gaming. For those who don't know, that is what my old Twitch name was. I mean, it's still what my YouTube name is, so I still go by it and still use it. So at least there's something I have to account for, but I just been looking, that's all. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you enjoy your look in that. Oh yeah, I don't know if you were around when it happened last year. I started HRT. I am currently... It's August. I'm currently 20 months on estrogen. 20 months on going cold turkey on testosterone. Missed that one. This is hectic and a half. How? Please. This was a terrible subs. No way. Congrats. Yeah. It's really good. First off, it tastes sweet. Everything about me has just been improved because of it. My mood is much better and stuff. Stop chucking things at me, person. Just never someone outside. Yeah! Who knew that having the wrong hormones in your body really messed up your mental health? I mean, it messes with how you feel. It's helped me feel better. It's helped me with my anxiety. The physical changes are pretty decent. They're slow. They're actually a bit faster for me. But yeah. I am now a 6-foot-tall goddess with legs for days. Yeah. That is how I like to describe myself because it's really great. And honestly, okay, just faceplant to that wall. Honestly, really true. I will. I will kick all the butt. Except for my dogs. He is a good boy. I do not hit him. Nothing about Spyro. Are we destroying eggs? We're saving them. We're saving the eggs and they hatch when we find them. It's actually a speed run. I am top 10. I'm number 6 on the leaderboards for this category. Yeah, this is the 3rd game. We are saving the eggs. They were stolen from the, they were stolen and brought all the way to the other side of the world. I have to bring them back. Because I look at the eggs and I see skeletons. Oh gosh. I mean, it's probably because I'm mashing through the egg collection cutscene. Let's be honest. I'm just mashing through the cutscene. The mashing does make sense, yeah.
I will.
Whoops, wrong button. Tried charging. Can't charge with Bentley. Hopefully that doesn't mess up my time much. Right now, I am a Yeti with a giant ice club.
If you
His name is Bentley and he sounds like he has a...
press the
He sounds like he has a doctorate in English. Nah, I messed up the timing, sadly. Ah, well. This cycle still isn't too bad. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
another.
Nope. I slid off the box. There's Charlie. Bonk. Go, small child. Go. Be free.
Thanks.
Alrighty. Let's do Scorch. Let's see if we can get rocket storage. Shouldn't be too hard. Boss fight time. I do gotta know what this skeleton is of the thing we're in right now.
This might.
Like, what could this thing be? Really? That was actually very fast egg shoot. Perfect. Okay, that's red. That's also red. First red lane in the water, does that cancel it out? I'm like dancing around this red. That's why I'm not charging. Grab that so there's more greens in there. Yes! Yes! Rocket storage! I did it! I've gotten better at rocket storage, but I was so nervous about this one because I am on a pretty good PB pace right now. Oh, I need to not mess up. I've gotten so much better at rocket storage. The only reason I messed up last run was because janky Bentley movement, but that was also a scuff run. We had to shake off the scuff, you see.
Spyro,
Okay. Look at that, we got the rocket. That does so much for us. I need to not be so loud, my dad is sleeping. He's sleeping on the other side of the house. But he's still sleeping. He works days. Oh my gosh. I'm so nervous. Last time I was on PB pace like this, my capture card had disconnected right at the last fight and invalidated the run. So I'm so nervous because my capture card disconnected earlier today. Disconnected and made me reset the first run. Your parents come into your room, keep it down, or why are you still awake? It's more of keep it down. They know I'm awake. They know I stream at this hour. Go around the tree. Yeah. You gotta remember, I'm 27. I don't have a bedtime unless I set it for myself. Plus, it's also only 11:11 right now. So, yeah. 11:11 p.m. I'm so nervous. Oof. Nope, too soon. Come on, work with me, Spyro. Have a 0-point pivot, come on.
I see. I am a best. I wait.
11 p.m. is early for people to stay up late. Yeah!
The first round, the riddle is.
I used to stay up much later than I do nowadays. I used to stay up to like 2 a.m. Nowadays, I usually only stay up to like 12:30, 1. I mean, I stayed up to 2 on my vacation last month.
Now and very.
I went to my first Ren fair. It was fun. And I got to meet up with a friend, IRL. Look at that one summer where I could go to sleep at 6 a.m. regularly. Oh my gosh. I don't think at that point you're a night owl. I just think at that point you need help. Renford, did you have fun? I did have fun. I spent so much money because everything there was expensive, but it's also handcrafted and real. So it's actually a good price for what it is. I got a corset. I have a leather corset. It costs 205 USD. But like I said, it is real leather. And it was handmade. So 205 USD for a handmade real leather corset is a deal. I wish I could have gotten a sword, but those were very expensive. Those would have been like 900. 900 for a smaller one. But I got that. I got a really pretty long skirt. I got a pair of horns. Those are good. Those are great. I also got like... I don't have pierced ears, but I got this earring thing that just wraps around your ear. Use the night shift circadian rhythm as opposed to like a normal day night cycle. Even now my order sleep also more 3 to 4 a.m. sleep. Skirts are fun. They go spinny. I have 2 skirts now. I also have a dress. But yeah, skirts go spinny. And I like wearing mine. I don't like wearing mine when my family's around. Like, they know. My parents and my sister know. I just don't like wearing my skirt around with them. Indeed, spinny spin. Yes, yes. That was also fair. But yeah. Pop. Up and over, there we go. Alright, we have Desert Ruins. That is the last level. Then we have to go clean up a few eggs. And then we can fight the sorceress. I also have my dog. This is dog. Dog is good. Dog is great. He's actually very tired right now. Got him! Yeah, he's been doing good. We did lose 2 of our dogs last year. Unfortunately, sadly. We lost my sister's dog and another family dog we had. It's fine. We still have, including my dog, we still have 3 dogs in this house. Yeah, we had a lot. So, we originally had the family dog, my sister's dog and my dog. Then my sister had a friend whose dog had puppies. Well, her 2 dogs had puppies, because they apparently keep having puppies before they can get them fixed. And my sister's like, hey, let's get more dogs. My parents were like, no. My sister showed my mom pictures. My mom was like, yes. My dad was like, no. Then my sister tricked my dad into visiting, and then afterwards he was like, alright, fine. We can get puppies. And then we had 5 dogs in here at a point. Do be that way sometimes. Yeah! And all of this happened in the middle of one of my streams. Fun fact. All of this happened in the middle of a stream. Like, I just remember going to go stream, ending stream, leaving, and for some reason my mom was still up and out, and she's like, so we're getting 2 new puppies. I'm like, what, when? She's like, oh, do you know, or do you remember when your sister took your dad earlier? It's like, no. When I went to stream, everybody was home. It's like, thank you for the massive family decision without me. I mean, I love them both. They're lovely. They're good dogs. Well, like, please, stop making massive family decisions without me.
Spyro. I guess those...
No money bags. Nobody wants to talk to you.
Are you...
It's very fair. It is. I mean, they probably won't. But you know what? I'm looking to get a job elsewhere outside of Alaska, which would result in me moving out. So, Yeah, I'm just gonna try focusing on that. I move out. I no longer have to worry about my parents. I no longer have to worry about my grandparents and my brother just stopping by uninvited, so I can just dress as what I want to dress as instead of having to pretend to be someone who I'm not, you know? I can be Trinity and not, dead name. I'm not about to say my dead name.
Well,
Yeah, that'll get me out. Get me to a new place. Where I get to live my life. Of course, I'll have to pay bills and pay rent, but that's perfectly fine. Honestly, I've already got a place to live lined up. Fun fact. This will put me back at the beginning of Midnight Mountain. Yeah, I have a place lined up that I could go to, which would help. And yeah. Please, game. Don't mind me being a nervous Nelly. Do not mind me being a nervous Nelly. Alright, we have everything we need. We can go fight the final boss. We have 100 eggs. Ow, I keep slamming face first into Zoe. A strange sound crackles from my audio there for a minute. I don't like that. Come on. Swing and a miss. Let's go. Here it comes. Let me on the thing. Okay. I don't know why that happens from time to time. Oh, we have tanks. Stop it. Oh, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. You've got to be kidding me. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why would you turn that way, tank? Why is this Ancient 9, please? If I lose it all at the sorceress fight, I swear. I want to say around here is where I need to be. Just if I had to base it off the position of the towers in the mountain. Nope, I was wrong. Ma'am, I need you to work with me. Please, work with me. What do you mean? Why am I going down? Okay, there we go. Yeah, control take movement. You do, but when you're like trying to turn towards her, for some reason, if it like is a 50-50, I feel like it's very weird and finicky.
Now, how many times?
That was a terrible sorceress. That was not how a sorceress fight is supposed to go. That's probably new that's most certainly new PB, but I don't know if that's gonna be... because that sorceress fight, that may not be 5th. Please give me 5th. It's a new PP, but it's not 5th. Because of the sorceress. It's a new PB by 6 seconds. That is happy, but I am honestly upset over that fight. It is a new PB, I'll take that. Hold on. How far off am I now from next? For whatever reason. I have been logged out of the speedruns.com on my phone. What is this PB? I'm assuming. Yeah, it means personal best. That's what PB means. I should be happy for getting a new PB after such a long time. That sorceress fight just threw me off so much. It's a new PB. It is an improvement. It's something. This is something so far. I'll take it. The boss fight looked very frustrating. It was. It's not supposed to go that way. Yeah, it's the 25-second mark. That is the 25-second mark is 5th. I am now 21 seconds off. Well, I'm getting closer. Getting closer. I'm almost at top 5. I'll reach there soon. Don't worry. I'll reach top 5 soon. I'll calm down now. I was stressing over that so much. I need you all to understand. I've been working to fight for top 5 for such a long time. I'll get there. I will get there eventually. This will be my wall I bash my face in over and over again. Alright.